So the next steps will be creating the forms for our default package. So the forms included per form main, which is the main container. It is a JFrame. Then also a form for login. It is another J internal frame. From add students, which is for us to add student internal frame. From view students, and when you view student, you will be able to search, update, and delete as well. And this one is the J internal frame. Then I also add another form as a dialog for updating students. So it's gonna pop out when you need to update student. It is J dialog. So we're going to create all this form and start adding the menu for the forms. So from here in the default package, I'm going to delete this default main file. Delete. Okay. Then I'm going to create a new JFrame form. If you see it from here, if you don't see it from there, select others, then choose Java Swing GUI form, and we have JFrame form next, and we'll name it form main. Okay, click finish. Similarly, we're gonna be able to create the other forms as well. So I'll just, by the way, create some of them here. You can just create where needed, but then by now I think I'll just create them. So similar step, I want to create J internal frame form. If you don't see it, again, click on others, choose Java Swing, and select J internal frame. So I'll just do it here because it's here. So I'll have the form for login. Similarly, I'm going to add a new form here, J internal frame form as well. It's called form add student. Next, I'm gonna create a new form too, and that one is for the J internal frame form. Here will be for form view students. Then I will create a dialog later. So by now, I'll get back to our main form. We're going to design this main form, which is whenever we start, it's gonna show this main form first. Then it's going to we're going to design a menu to bring other forms like login or add student or view students. First, for this one, we're going to have a J internal frame, a container which is called J internal frame. So you go to swing container here at the menu at the palette. Then you're going to choose desktop pane. Click on this one. Then I want it to occupy the whole screen from here. So I want to click on the outside one, outside form, not on this. Okay, not on this. Click outside. Right click on that. Then set layout. Okay, set layout. My mouse. Yep. Then we're gonna choose the border layout so that it's gonna expand that one into there. Okay, then I would like to right click on that, change variable name, which is JDesktop pane. So I'll do JDP container. This one is a main container. Next, I would like to create a menu for the system. So we should have the menu is designed here. Let me just show it. So on top of this one is JDesktop pane. We already done. The outsider here is the JFrame, which is the main frame. Then on top here, the whole bar like this is called the JMenuBar class. Then on that menu bar, you may have server of the menu. So that class is called JMenu. A menu is going to contain all the menu items inside it. So you click on that file, you have login is one menu item, which is JMenu item. Logout is another menu item. Exit is another menu item. Then when you have the menu managed, you add another menu here, because this one is a menu, because it's gonna contain other menu items inside it. And I will create add menu item, update menu item, delete menu item, and view menu items. Okay, so we are going to design those kind of menus there. So we got back here. Then we're going to drag in a menu. So we'll have a menu bar. So try to drag it on top. Really, on top here. It should bring it to the top bar. Then from here we have file. Yes, right click on that, and you're gonna check variable name into menu file. Okay. Then we're going to right click on this, add from poly. We add the menu item. Then right click on this, edit text, and we'll have login. 3 dots there, and we'll put right click, change variable name, mnu on login for the mni. It's menu item. So change variable name, mni item. Okay. Similarly, click on that again. I'm going to add from poly, or add another menu item. Right click on this, edit, and save login, logout. Okay. Then similarly, click on this one, right click, and you're going to add another menu item. Called right click, edit, and this one is accept. You can click on this and change the icons, or you can click on this and change the shortcut, or you can set up the mnemonic as well, but we'll skip those by now. So next one, I'm going to design a menu over here, which is to edit, to manage. You need to manage, let's say. Then this one, change variable name, mnu manage. Then I'm going to right click on that, and I'm going to add a menu. Right click, add from poly. I'm going to add a menu because this one inside that I'm going to add other menu items inside that menu. So I'm going to say, what do we want? We want to manage edit text student. For this student, click on that, right click, and we add from poly a menu item, which is to add. Okay, we'll right click on that again, change variable name, and we'll say mni add. Then click on the outsider menu. We're going to have another menu, add from poly menu items. Right click, edit. This one is to update, and we're going to right click, change variable name, mni update student. Then we're going to click on the outsider, right click, add from poly, then menu items, right click, edit, and this one is to delete. Okay, then you're gonna change the variable name, mni delete. Next, click on this, right click again, add from poly menu item, right click, edit text. We'll have this one is view students, views. Just make it views only. Then you right click on this one and change your name, mni view students. You can create menu for search and update as well, but then that's fine. Okay, that is fine. We'll just stop here by now. Then we are done with the menu. Let's just try and start executing this one and see if it does show. So this one will need to select the main form because by default it's the same name as the project. But I deleted that default main, so we need to select another default main by now. Click on OK. Okay. So now we have the form. Okay, now we have the forms there, but if you don't change it, maybe you'll have the form which is collapsed into very small size like this, and we couldn't see that. So by default, when we start this form, we would like it to maximize it, to occupy the space this way. So I will set that in code. So for the source file, you'll see that there is click on the source, then inside the main, let's say I have the mouse issues. Let's just wait for the mouse a bit. So inside the main there, they will create a new frame form and they show it, this line of code. But for us, we need to, before showing it, we need to set the size. So I'm gonna store it to a variable, form main equal to new main form. Then I will set it visible later, form main set to visible. But before that, I need to set size for it. So form main dot set size. Okay. Then I will take a toolkit, control space. Right now, you'll take the java.awt toolkit. Okay. Then you're going to get the default toolkit. Then you're gonna get the screen size. This one. Okay. So you take the screen size set to that, and now you showed it. So if you execute it now, okay, it's running now. Wait for it a bit. I'm recording, so the computer gets a bit slower. Okay, so now we have the menu with login, logout. Then we have the menu with add, update, delete, and we start. It's occupying the full screen size. Okay. So next one, when we next step is when we click on login or add, update, delete forms, we won't be able to show forms out. So we are gonna do that in next video.